We're live.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Great to have you here with the TeamToken team, and we got some pretty exciting news to share. So just Aaron, if you can pull up the marketplace, I'm sure everybody's aware that our NFL NFTs have launched. So right away, our team NFTs, they're looking great, and Aaron, why don't you go ahead and talk about some of the sales we've seen in the first day? It's really exciting stuff.
Yeah, so just looking at what the protocols received in terms of team tokens, it looks like we've pretty much sold out half already within the first 24 hours. So that's quite a success. I think we have, last I checked, we had 29 unique holders. So having 100 holders on team token and then 29 on the NFTs within the first day, it's pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
LFG.
A bunch of the teams sold out, especially some of the expensive ones as well. So
yeah, it was fun seeing the mad dash for the some of the premier teams. But I'll tell you, one of the cool strategies about this is that you can be rewarded even mid-season, right? So if there's still some teams left, and for example, there's a lot of Detroit Lions left. Well, I think there's about half of the Detroit Lions NFTs left, and they're playing Thursday. And if you happen to see that they're winning, if you own that NFT before the end of the game, you're going to get the rewards. So it's a pretty cool strategy. You can really play the system by, watching the game. And if a team jumps out to the lead, oh, I don't have that team NFT yet. Boom, grab it. And when that game concludes, or maybe you can get into the technical aspect of it, but whoever's holding it gets the rewards.
Yeah, so the way that we are, well, without getting into too many of the details, essentially whoever's holding the NFTs at the conclusion of the game is something that we basically document and store, and then that's what's used to distribute or make the rewards available to everybody. So essentially, yeah, as long as the team NFT is in your wallet, then those rewards are going to accumulate for your specific wallet.
Yeah, exactly. So that's an awesome play. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the in-game action. Team jumps out 21-0 lead, grab the team NFT, and at the end of the game, you can even sell it right the next day, and you'll still get rewards. And another cool thing is that even in our marketplace, if you list your team NFT back for sale, until that thing sells, you're going to still be getting the rewards. So you may as well buy the team NFTs. You can list them right away. And if somebody hasn't bought it from you, then when that team wins, you're already going to get your reward still. So there's a lot of cool systems in play with the way this marketplace works.
Yeah. So the two main things there is just that, the team NFT just has to be in your wallet for those rewards to accumulate for your wallet. And as Marcus said, when you place an item for sale, it doesn't actually transfer out of your wallet until it gets purchased. So because of that, you can benefit from both at the same time.
Yes, sir. And Aaron, when you talk about, we're talking about all the rewards. Let's see what we're actually talking about when it comes to the rewards. If you pop up one of these guys, so you can see the rewards pool. It's 9 million team tokens. That right now that's a value of $45,000 that's going to be distributed to the pool. But as we continue to expand, we're going to be talking about expansion plans and marketing soon. That's not going to stay only that for long. If what happens with what we expect to happen with all the marketing and the expansions, that could easily come up to, if we're looking at 5 cents, 10 cents, a $900,000 rewards pool is not out of the question here. So it's a pretty good time to get these team tokens before the masses find out about it, with all the planned marketing and all the future leagues we've got coming. Because one of the cool things about this is sports fans are generally multi-sport fans. So if we're going to be marketing heavily, which we plan to for our NHL launch, people are going to come and say, oh, I live in New York. I'm a New York Rangers fan for the NHL, but I also love the Giants. So I'm going to pick up NFL team NFT too. It's very cross marketable, and it's also very easy to hyper target some of these sports that we're going to be going after.
Yep. And, picking up team NFTs that are cheaper because the teams aren't expected to do as well. I mean, you might get that surprise team that, happens to win more games than expected, and it's going to be a really profitable situation. And the value of team NFT is going to go up. And if they make the playoffs and they weren't expected to, then that's,
It's
just that many more rewards you're going to get for a team NFT that's cheaper, right?
Yeah, exactly. And another thing to note is that the team NFTs are priced in a way such that they're already factoring in their expected performance. So some of the teams that aren't expected to do as well, like the Arizona Cardinals, sorry to pick on them, but that's the cheapest one we've got in there. And if they do happen to win 3 to 4 games, you're going to well over recover what the price there is, because they're going to overperform what they're expected to do there. And I mean, teams happen to go on miracle runs all the time. So if you've got teams that you're grabbing cheap now and they're about to make the playoffs, well, there's huge team token bonuses for your team making the playoffs. Or if you actually have both teams that are about to go into the Super Bowl, you're guaranteed to get that championship prize. So, there's a lot of ways to play this, and it's going to be really exciting to watch how the marketplace activity goes as we go through the season, as we near the playoffs, and as we get into the Super Bowl.
Actually, I think a good comparison for how we set the price of the team NFTs is almost like with sports betting and a spread, right? It's like, you're paying more to win the same thing, when the team is a favorite. Well, it's very similar, I guess, with team NFT. And obviously this is not just gambling. It's, a great, collectible to own as well. But it's a good comparison, for how much you spend versus what kind of rewards you can expect.
Yeah, exactly. And then another thing that really differentiates team NFT is, and this is one of the biggest selling features. Well, these team NFTs reward you forever. So it says right there, this is for the 2023-2024 season. But if you hold on until next season, you're going to continue to get team token rewards every time they win, even next season and the following season and the following season. So, that's another advantage to getting some of those teams that are rebuilding now, because they're going to get high draft picks and they are expected to be better next year. So it's a bit of a longer term play, but you're going to get them so cheap this year. Plus, you're still going to get some wins. They're like no team. Well, there's a few teams that win no games, but most teams are going to win now and then, and you're going to get team token rewards this year, and then they could perform crazy next year, and you're going to continue to get rewards. And if you want to understand how we do that, we won't get into that in this video, but you can check out our white paper at teamtoken.com/whitepaper. And we get really in depth into all the math and the tokenomics behind how we can actually pay out indefinite rewards. So it's a really clever system. And I think it really differentiates us from typical sports betting, where you bet, your team loses, you lose your funds. With us, you buy the team NFT, team doesn't perform well. Well, they're not going to not perform well forever, unless you're the New York Jets or something. No, I'm just kidding.
Shots fired.
Yeah. But teams are going to win, and you're going to get rewarded forever.
And just to add to that too, I mean, I look at these almost like a rookie card, right? Like it's like when you have trading cards and it's somebody's first year, it's like that's the desirable one in the future. When we're, fast forward a couple of years, these are the OG original NFTs. These are the collector's items. So, I could see them going up in value just for that fact alone in the future.
Yeah, exactly. And so I know people are asking about some of the marketing, like where's marketing for this? Well, with full transparency here, you obviously saw when we launched, Marketplace was great, but there's a lot of improvements that we've got planned for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to be spending the next 2 weeks just really deep diving into this marketplace and perfecting it before some of the next leagues launch, which I'm going to get into those dates and that huge announcement everyone's here to wait for. But we have a lot of enhancements. Maybe Aaron or Simon, you can just briefly touch up on some of the really cool features that we're going to add into this marketplace. And, just before we get there, one of the things is we don't really want to be converting marketing right now when the user experience isn't as ideal as possible. So you only get one chance to make a first impression, and we really want people to come to TeamToken and be wowed by the experience. And that's going to happen when we launch into our NHL and NBA and the other leagues we're going to. But yeah, why don't we talk a little bit about some planned marketplace improvements?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll start. As anyone who's used the marketplace has seen, it definitely it can use a little bit of polishing in a couple areas. So we're just going to make the user experience better overall and more, just make it more visually appealing. And we've already made some improvements yesterday, so you can see now, when you go to increase your quantity, you can see what the total purchase price is. See, there's one example of something that needs to be corrected. I'm not sure exactly why that's doing that, but we'll get that fixed. But it shows you, your balance. It shows you the cost of all the team NFTs you want to buy, and it'll actually give you an error in the UI instead of getting the gas error in your wallet if you don't have enough team tokens to cover the purchase. But yeah, no, there's we also have an advanced mode coming. Maybe I'll let Simon talk about that.
Yep. Some of you might have even seen a preview of it. Wasn't supposed to happen. This was still in development, but advanced mode is going to be pretty cool. You're going to be able to buy multiple NFTs for different teams all at the same time in one big batch. So we're going to allow that to happen. It's a different view where it's more of a list, so a lot more condensed. You can see more kind of a high level of the different teams that are there. Available, and you can select how many you want of each and start batching up, getting a big amount at once. Speaking of which, I know Aaron's been talking about a couple other optimizations towards gas fees as well that he hasn't. He's been tweaking. I don't know if he's done that yet, but.
No, actually, I made a comment in our internal Teams chat this morning. I figured out, that I figured a few ways that I could save gas in the NFT transaction. So
something we're always thinking about.
Yeah, as we've always said, being on Ethereum, we've done everything we can to minimize gas impact. Obviously, sometimes gas, the network's pretty busy, so the gas can be high. So we want to do everything we can to make sure you're getting as much value as possible when you buy a team NFT. So like one of the constant things that we've got in internal discussions is how is this going to work with regards to gas? How can we lower the gas fees on this? So it's great whenever we find, oh, look at that, we can tweak this and make it more affordable. Same with the advanced mode on the batch transactions. It's going to be a lot easier on gas when you want to buy multiple NFTs.
Yeah. Well, comment here. Great work. A unique project with great potential to achieve great rewards with the right team. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And I don't think I mentioned this exclusively, but when you saw that 9 million team token rewards pool, it's cool to note that 1 million of those is just a bonus rewards pool. So that's just coming from the protocol to incentivize NFL. So basically, with a whole million team tokens as a bonus, any team you buy should be profitable as long as they win 2 or 3 games even. But with that bonus incentive there, it's almost a no-brainer to get as many team NFTs as you can for the NFL, because even just this season, you're likely to be in a profit. And then you just have to factor in, you're still going to be getting rewards season after season after season. So this is a really good time to be getting into these NFL team NFTs.
Well, yeah, because with the bonus rewards, I mean, on average, the teams are paying out more than what they cost to buy them. So just to have an even spread of all the teams, you're essentially guaranteed to have more team tokens and rewards than what you paid out. Obviously not factoring in gas, but yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's only for this year, not to mention the future years rewards and still owning the team NFT for the future.
Yeah, and so that just one more big point there is that, this isn't just the fact that you're getting rewards from your NFTs. You still hold on to that NFT. So you can collect rewards all season. And then right before the playoffs, if your team's about to make it, maybe you just say, you know what, I'm going to cash out my team NFT. You might even sell it for more than you bought it for. Plus you've got all your rewards because they're about to make the playoffs. So there's a lot of ways to play this. We put an in-depth draft strategy out to kind of, for people that didn't know about some of the teams, we feature that in a blog post, but we're going to have more throughout the year on all the leagues and all the things, really teaching people how to maximize their profits with team NFTs.
And like that's another, obviously we want to make the marketplace as easy and as intuitive as possible, but we really want to drive a lot of activity on the team NFTs using some, whatever strategies that, the users want to use. But that's, we want to make it as easy and gas efficient so that there's no barriers to listing something for sale or, doing a short-term trade or, whatever you might want to do.
Exactly. So that's the NFL, and we're really excited. We're going to be, you're going to see a lot of live tweeting during games to, highlight some opportunities on team NFTs that might still be available.
I was going to show just Etherscan real quick and how it is showing the team NFTs.
Yeah, go ahead. And right after Aaron's done with this, we're going to announce our official launch dates for the future leagues heading into October. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool that OpenSea just, or not OpenSea, Etherscan just picked up on all of our metadata essentially, and they're just perfectly displaying all of our team NFTs, all the attributes, all the everything is displaying perfectly. So that's pretty neat. So if you ever look at Etherscan on when you buy a team NFT, you'll actually see a picture of the team NFT that you bought in that transaction. Like you can see any of these. So this is a random purchase of team NFT, and there you go. You can see it there and get more information. So
wonder who got that guy. All right.
Well, someone bought this for me. Oh wow! Somebody bought 60,000 TTs.
Nice, beauty.
I'm in the profit.
So let's go into our announcement for upcoming leagues. So on September 26th, mark that day in your calendars. That's going to be the official NFT release date for the NHL. So you'll be able to grab your NFTs 2 weeks ahead of the NHL season, which is October 10th. So on September 26th, you're going to have 2 weeks to do some scouting and pick up your NHL for the National Hockey League NFTs. And then on October 10th, which is the first NHL game, but we're also going to be launching the NBA team NFTs. So that's 2 weeks before the NBA season starts. So that we're already starting to get into some of these huge leagues, and NHL and NBA are both very popular also globally. So the NFL is more focused around North America, but NHL, NBA has fans all across the world. And then speaking of some of the big European targets that we can go after, October 17th, we're going to be releasing a really special mid-season soccer team NFT system. So we didn't want people to have to wait until 2024 to start getting into some of the really premium soccer leagues. So what we're going to do is take an entire season and condense it into the second half. And by then it's going to be cool because you're actually already going to know how some of these teams are performing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to launch on October 17th with Bundesliga, La Liga, and the Premier League. Some of the biggest soccer leagues in the world, probably the most popular sports franchises in the world are in these leagues. So there's going to be some massive marketing aligned with each of these launches, because obviously you can hyper target NHL, NBA. You can say, okay, I need hockey fans in North America for Bundesliga. I need soccer fans in Germany that also have crypto knowledge. You can really narrow down targeting that deep. And our ads are going to be amazing. The NFTs, nothing like this was done before. There's utility. So we really expect a high conversion rate and high expansion rate as we go into September and October.
Definitely. And as we continue to improve the ease of use for, maybe people that aren't as savvy with crypto to, be able to enter with no barriers.
Yep. That's it. That's a massive factor. And so that you can already see some of the excitement that we've got, why we're really bullish on TeamToken and why we really feel this is going to be expanding. But then, of course, the big announcement, everybody's here. We've been in talks with a major exchange to get listed. They really like the idea. They've been reviewing our white paper for legality issues. They've come back with a couple of changes that we need to do, but everything's good to go. And so October, November, trying to coincide, time it best with when we're going to have the most amount of NFTs available and the league's launching. So October, November, we're going to be on a major exchange. Until that's announced and official, we can't disclose which one for an NDA, but it's pretty exciting to have an exchange's legal team reviewing our white paper and saying, yeah, this looks awesome. And everybody's really excited to get that going. So I know there's a lot of people just like 100x. Well, we're looking long-term and we're going to get to 100x soon. You just have to have a little bit of patience and let the team do what we're doing here. We're planning for the future and this is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Really pumped for the exchange listing.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, that's the big updates we wanted to give everybody. I hope you feel the excitement we've got and the dedication we've got to the project. And if you've got any other questions, if you ever want to ask anything, we're always available on Telegram or Discord. And you can come by follow our Twitter, YouTube. We're on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you can find TeamToken and help spread the word, because you've got about 2 to 3 weeks left before
explodes.
the masses find out about this. So
Yeah.
grab your NFL teams before they do, and we hope to see you back September 26th to grab your NHL teams.
Yep. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the live stream as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we don't really have any questions today. So,
all right,
have
guys.
yourselves a wonderful day, everyone.
And we'll see you in the community. Always love hearing from you. See you later, guys.